Anything changed for Miller from the third to the fourth inning as far as the way he was pitching?
He just, I mean, the inning started off first pitch curveball, which we talked about a lot, getting ahead with the curveball, and he got a base hit, and then, you know, it's just one of those things where, and then he walked the guy, the next guy had 4 pitches. So, you know, anytime there's base runners, it seems to be a little bit of an issue. So he fell behind a lot of the guys in that inning. The first 3 innings, I thought he was fantastic. You know, he one hit through, and he did a really good job. It's one of those things where it just kind of keeps snowballing. We can't seem to get out of it. He fell behind Reynolds and ended up giving him a fastball to hit. You know, had a huge hit there. Obviously I didn't want to have to pull him there, but I just felt, you know, with an off day tomorrow, you know, we had some arsenal down there, I guess, to kind of get us through. So it's unfortunate, but I thought Shelby, you know, for the first 3 innings looked really, really good. Just unfortunate it had to end that way.
What else?
You had arsenal, but not necessarily your full arsenal. Can you talk about how it shows what Odor, Wayne?
Yeah, there were some guys we kind of wanted to obviously stay away from. You know, the clerk I wanted to stay away from. You know, probably Martin was, you know, iffy at best. You know, I have no problem putting obviously the guys we put in there. I have full faith in those guys, and you know, it's a good, you know, test for them, especially when we're kind of making a comeback there. We get within 1 or 2 runs, and you know, I know Dowdy, you know, he's been pretty reliable for the most part, and obviously today just the walks killed him. But you know, I'm still going to continue to put the ball in these guys' hands and put them in situations I think it's good for them. It's good developmental, you know, for them. Obviously, we'd like to get a 0 there, you know, to keep us in where the game was. But listen, every experience is a learning experience, especially for our younger pitchers. And the more we put them in those situations, the better they'll be able to handle it in the future. So we'll just keep on going.
You had mentioned before the game that you'll see how Brugge looked today, talking about decisions that you'll make going into the weekend. What did you see from him today?
He looked better. I mean, I feel like he has looked better. You know, overall, you know, it kind of came down to the same situation as it did last night. You know, with Vasquez in the game, I felt like, you know, the way Chu was swinging it today, he represented it better. And then obviously when Delino hit the double, you know, we're probably going to get both those guys up. And you know, I told Rugi, I was honest with him. I said, you know, we have Pence on the bench. He's swinging a hot bat. I actually said it to him, you know, after Hunter was walking to the plate. I said, I hope, you know, in the near future that I never have to pinch hit for you. And it hurts to have to do that because I feel like he's going to be one of our, you know, foundational players. And he knows that. I had a good talk with him before the game. And it's not that I've lost any trust in him. And, you know, it's obviously Hunter's a really potent bat right now. You can see the at bat he put on him. You know, he's one click away from winning the game for us right there. So it's just good for these guys to know that, you know, like I said, I don't love pitch hitting, and I hate doing it, especially for our better players, who I think are going to be our best players. But at the same time, it shows you like this matters. You know, every pitch, every at bat matters, and you know, we have a guy on the bench like Hunter Pence. I'm going to try to find a way to use him, especially if it's a left-handed pitcher.
How much of that at this point in time are you going off of feel and numbers and the course of the game, or is all that factored in kind of equally?
I think it all kind of factors in. That guy's just really tough on lefties. You can see obviously choose one. You know, like I've said, he's probably our best hitter. You know, and he just, you know, he was up 2-0 in the count. You know, at that point he was, you know, as good as a position as you can be in as a left-handed hitter. And like I said, Joey yesterday made it look way too easy for that guy throwing 98 with a nasty slider. And he's just got really good stuff, especially from the left side. So, yeah, I do tend to, you know, it's kind of a mix of feel and what's staring me right in the face. Obviously, the numbers show he's good on lefties. I won't always go with the numbers, but it's hard to ignore them. And those numbers that show up on this in the mile per hour section, you know, kind of make the decision for you at times.
You know, you talked about Miller being fantastic at first 3 innings, and he's been hot and cold all through this whole stretch. I mean, how confident are you that he's going to finally get this ironed out, and, you know, how much patience do you have to wait it out?
No, I think it's. I mean, I don't know. Patience. I mean, I feel like I've given him a lot of rope early on, and I'll continue to do that. I don't think we're in a position to just keep, you know, pulling the plug anytime something happens. Today was just a kind of a unique situation where I felt like, you know, keep the game right there. We got a chance to come back and win the game. But Shelby's, you know, he's got to learn to get through, especially when guys get on base. I think that's been probably the biggest issue. Is when guys get on base, you know, how to get back in counts, how to get ahead of hitters, you know, keep the walks down, keep, you know, just control the damage. Obviously, once guys do get on, because he's had stretches where he's been dominant. You know, he gets the first two guys out, and then that's it. I mean, it's like he's has had trouble kind of finishing some innings. And that's something that he's got to get ironed out, and we'll support him through it. Like, we're going to talk about it and bring it to his attention, and hopefully we have some ideas on how to get through it.